All right, welcome everyone to the Kim Master Agency call. Super happy to see you guys and happy Monday. And Kim Master Agency is growing. So as you can see, we have the newest agency owners, Jericho and Ginah Del Rosario, and their agency's blowing up. And as you can see, we just have a new addition to the leadership team. And our agency is a collection of Bo Hirschfield, Crew Peterson, Stefan Brennis, and Frank Brennis, Landry Peterson, and Jericho and Ginah Del Rosario agencies. So welcome to the call. Kim Master Agency Call, it's every Monday, and it's important that you join so you know where you're at on a weekly basis and who you are actually working with. And we also go over the leaderboards and new things that is coming up in the company. And our guests will be Nora being Formento and Jericho Ginah de Rosario. So let's get started. New agent orientation, it didn't happen today, but we're most likely going to be switching the day and the time of this because we found out that agents who are working a full-time job, it's a little harder to join on the Monday morning calls. So we're thinking about doing it maybe in the afternoon, after the work hours, so more people can join it, so that they can learn how to really start this business and get it going. And all the tools and things will be also taught on this training. Okay. And then the Empower Future. So this was an amazing event. And if you're not there, it's okay because there's another one coming up in Phoenix. And we had an incredible time. I wanted to share some pictures with you. Drake Stratton, key leader, did an amazing job. It was his first corporate overview. He did it with Jasmine Schill and did an incredible job. He was also on the panel for a producer panel, and I think he did 20,000 last month. So great to see you represent the Peterson agency, and can't wait for you to get to AO. And then we talk about like how awesome the actual conference and the boot camp is, but also just associating with the people that, you're rubbing shoulders with people who are in the top of the company. I'm talking about Brian Delaney, you see here. He's at obviously 130, but he's in the highest contract level and the levels of leadership, managing partner of Entire Symmetry and Legacy. Um, what do you call it? Yeah, advisory board member. Keyshawn Monteith is a 130. Scott, this guy is he was incredible too. He does a lot of wealth management. He did 20 plus years, $100 million of assets, and he was there to share about how to do the F5 resets. And as you can see, Landry there, Drake, Ashton was there. So next time, if there's another event close to you, it's worth the drive. We have some people who fly 5 hours or drive 10 hours to be there. Okay. And Landry and I was actually on the leadership panel, and we were able to share some of the things, and a lot of people showed up. Yeah, and another one right after the dinner. So incredible time. And as you can see, we had a chance to go to a Banham cheesecake place. I mean, this place was 4.9 stars, and Landry found it, and it was incredible. So I wanted to open it up a little bit. Drake, would you like to share a little bit about the boot camp and how it was for you?
Yeah, no, it was a really great experience. Like you said, it was my first time doing an event like this, and it was something that was not only a growing opportunity for me, but for Jasmine and others that were involved in it.
Hmm.
And kind of like what you were saying, one thing that I absolutely love about these events is one, you get to rub shoulders with some of the top in the company, but two, it's also great just to network with those in your region and to see who else is in the company, but not necessarily within our regional agency or anything like that.
Yeah.
So really awesome opportunity to just make those connections and really looking forward to the next ones.
Yeah, absolutely. And Landry, would you like to share something with us?
Yeah, it was great. They say association's worth $1 million. I think
Yeah.
that's a true saying.
Uh-huh.
Just getting able to, I sat there with Kishan, who's a 130 for 20 minutes and asked him every question I can think of. And everybody at Symmetry's pretty much an open book,
Hmm.
no secrets. So we really want to like you've shown here, find the events around the country, whether it's the fall tour or even just local events, and kind of make sure we post those so that everyone has chances to go to events in their areas. But I would also say if it's not in your area, they're always worth traveling to. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
great. And Thomas, you're there as well. And I thought I saw you taking a lot of notes. And actually, shout out to Thomas. He booked 3 appointments right there while we were doing the live dials, and he was feeling a little uncomfortable at first. It was a little bit out of his comfort zone, but he killed it,
Yeah.
and he won actually $40 cash from Brian Delaney. So, Thomas, you want to speak about that a little bit?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it was my first event. I think I'm 2 months in, upline to Drake. The onboarding experience has been great. However, the session on Saturday was worth the roughly 2 hour drive for me. Got to meet a lot of people, took a ton of notes. We did a live dial session, and so I was always nervous about dialing. I got
yeah.
some great feedback from Jasmine and some of the others in the room, but it was a great day and a great event. And if you haven't joined, I would absolutely encourage you joining those things.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for sharing. And I just love that you showed up, even though it's 2 hours drive. And we had other people too. We had Stephanie Ty, who's our new agent under Lizbeth. And we also had Ashton there. So thanks for showing up, and would love to see you guys more often in these events. And I think, Landry, you said you would like to do these events once a month on an ongoing basis, right?
Yeah, yeah, in a couple areas where we have quite a few agents, we're gonna start doing more events. So
Okay, great. And yeah, the next Symmetry Fall Tour is in Phoenix on November 6th. And if we thought that the event this past weekend was amazing, this is even bigger. We're talking about there's going to be the top leaders, top producers, and a lot of the top people who are killing it in this business. They're going to be there. So this is a 300 people event. And I would love for you to show up. There's one in Philadelphia. I saw Millie's out of Philly, right? So this is November 20th, and there's one in Atlanta. So if you are in the Georgia area, this will be another event to go to. And we also had a lot of people in Texas, I saw. So there is one in Dallas. And that you can actually find all this information in hq.quility.com. And all right, so Amanda, if you can go ahead and share about what we're doing with the Kim Master Agency 60-day challenge, that'll be great.
So on the 60-day challenge, today we're on day 42.
Wow.
So it's going, yeah. The first thing we're doing is exercising for 45 minutes. We're reading 10 pages of a book. Most people have finished their first book and they're starting their second one. We're drinking 2 liters of water, so that's about 8 cups. We quit drinking alcohol or gave up a vice. We're doing 3 daily gratitude journals, and we are doing 3 business action items.
Yeah, and wow, and shout out to Kat. She said she lost like
Yeah.
what, 12 or 14 pounds since she started this challenge.
Yeah, some
Man,
people have quit smoking,
I
some people have
know.
lost weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kat, I don't know what diet you're on. I have to get on it because that is incredible. Yeah, congrats to everyone who is
Thank you.
just take making that sacrifice. Are you on, Kat?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Kat, share a little bit about that. So how's it been for you?
Yeah, I was actually pretty shocked myself. I kind of just stayed off the scale this entire time. So, yeah, yeah. So I've just been trying to eat really healthy and I get lots of walking in with the dogs. And then, of course, I do like Pilates and yoga every day as well.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love that. Uh, Great. And then we're gonna go to the Symmetry Financial Corporate Overview. So I think Frank has some appointments. So Stefan, would you be able to share about this
Sure.
real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sean and Amanda. Appreciate you putting this together. I know it takes a lot of time to do that, so much appreciated. Shout out to all the new promotions with Jericho and everyone getting promoted. It's awesome to see everyone grow. But this overview is a critical component into that. We want to invite as many people as we can to this. We want to fill 2 buckets. This is the bucket of the passive income. Right. So let us do the heavy lifting. We're going to be rotating some leaders. I think I'm going to be doing it with, I don't know if Frank's going to do it tonight, but I'm going to be doing it. So I'm going to communicate with him pretty soon. But let the system do the heavy lifting, guys. Invite people to this. share the opportunity, right? The reason why you're here is because someone had the courage to share the opportunity with you. So return that favor. I know that we're building something incredible here. So just try to get as many people as we can to these events every week, right, to help grow your business. So that's tonight at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Hey,
Awesome.
Stefan, is this agents already, or is this folks that we might want to recruit in as agents?
That's a good question. Just everybody.
Okay.
Primarily targeted at new people that are just kicking the tires, or maybe need that extra, leverage the system, right? If you can't, you always want to use third-party verification, leverage myself and Frank to explain the business model and how they can have some success here. So it's open to everyone, but preferably new agents. But if you don't have an appointment at a time, come in and learn the business so you can, you can serve your clients better or your agents better by knowing, what we have to offer here. So,
Thanks.
all right, awesome. Yeah, so let's try to get as many people as we can to this event. All right, it's every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time.
Great. And then Stefan, I think Frank is not available. Do you want to go over this as well, the business development? And the next two slide is also your
Yeah,
training.
absolutely. So this is a class that Frank teaches gracefully every Tuesday, and it's about, building. It's about five streams of income, right? There's direct business income, there's override income, right? That we have bonuses, which Sean's already experiencing those different levels of income, right? It's not just from direct sales, but this talks about how to build your business and how to do it through warm market, what Frank really focuses on, and just getting promoted to that next level, hitting your promotions, right? You're unlocking, once you go from 80 to 85, you're unlocking that override income that less than 5% of the population actually has. So, and we just talk about how we do that through the top 25 list, right? Your macho market, and how to build based off promotions, also duplication. So definitely want to attend this call and take a lot of notes. Frank's building a pretty big base shop, and he's just applying the systems, and he's done it over and over again. He's promoted out multiple agency owners, and so the system works. So tune into this. And then the next day on Wednesdays, I do sales coaching and training, talk about mindset. Really, the mindset is everything in this business, right? Because you're going to get beat up. Doesn't matter who you are, but it's how you bounce back and how you continue to learn. So I talk a lot about mindset, about focusing on activity, things that you can control is your activity, your attitude, your association, and I also do live second appointments sometimes. So it's really a toss up. You don't know what you're going to get every Wednesday. A lot of times I just do either dials or I do some coaching sessions, but you definitely want to tune in. You'll see how I pivot and how you can pivot once you get a decline, how to keep the conversation moving forward, and also having the courage to, when you present the options, just to have the discipline to also be silent, but also know when to make that adjustment into the application without it being too uncomfortable, right? And that's the key. I think a lot of people get stuck with that, right? And once you present the options before they think about it, right? Once they tell you what they want, just go right to the application. You have to be very, very assumptive. So I think that's a key component in being successful here. So tune into this call. That's every Wednesday at 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Scripts and role playing. This is at 2 o'clock. Kathy and I do this. It all starts with knowing your scripts. Your confidence comes from your belief, right? Knowing the four cornerstones, but also knowing your stuff, right? I mean, when you study for an exam and you feel really good about it, you're pretty confident, right? It's the same thing. So you got to know your scripts. You got to study the scripts. I believe there's 8 pages when we include the scripts. We also include the rebuttals. Guys, if you know all that from like the back of your hand, like little CDs, your confidence is going to shoot dramatically up. So it all comes down to the basics. Make sure you know your basics, study your scripts, practice, um, and read them. read them. I mean, it's that simple. You got to read the scripts, you got to know it, you got to memorize them. So we cover that.
Yeah, thanks, Stefan. And guys, think about this. Stefan is a multi-million dollar producer, does 30, 40,000 every month. And these type of training, if you wanted to get it somewhere outside of Symmetry, this is not a free training. Like it will cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get trained by the top people of the company. So take advantage of it. Why wouldn't you join, right? And you want to copy the right cat. That's always they say. You want to copy the right cat, meaning you want to copy the person that is actually doing this business really well and making money, and then you're going to also do the same thing. All right. So make sure you plug into these things on a weekly basis, and change and level up your game. All right. Thanks, Stefan.
Awesome.
And then Elite Training with Sean Kim. Yeah, this is every Thursday at 30 minutes. We cover different things. We do some illustrations. We talk about a particular product from a carrier, maybe a new product that came out, sometimes some closing techniques. And it is just great to learn a little bit at a time. And I think it was Thomas, he said, "Oh, I heard one of your training about accidental death," and he was able to add it. So it's little things that you learn can mean one more policy for you in a week, two more in a month, and that makes all the difference in your business. So plug in. And dial room bingo. So we have the bingo that is happening every Saturday between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. And I think Jessica actually got a bingo this week. All right. So what we do is we want to encourage agents to continue to be more engaged and able to participate in these games that will help you to make more dials and make it more fun. All right. And if you join this bingo room, you get onto a spinning wheel and you can actually win gift cards. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do a spin right now. Yeah. So go ahead, babe. Let's see who is the winner. Oh, who is that?
Edward.
Edward? Okay. Edward Garcia is the winner of the spin the wheel. So congratulations, Edward. We're gonna go ahead and send you that gift card to your email. You want to send like a Starbucks gift card?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and send you a Starbucks gift card. Congrats, Edward. All right. And SNA swag bag contest. What can people expect on this, babe?
Yeah, so we custom the swag bag. It's the Kim agency, and we add some fun stuff like some Korean snacks and all kinds of cool stuff. So to qualify for this, you'd have to get 6 apps within your first 6 weeks. We call it 6 apps ASAP. So once you get that done, we'll send you over a bag.
Yeah, that's great. And hey, if you didn't get it yet, it is a lot of fun. People love the snacks and also the little gifts that you get from the carriers and also our personal little gifts. So make sure you do that. And one of our most used carrier is Americo Financial, and they have an all-inclusive, all-paid vacation for you and another guest in Los Cabos, Mexico, which happens on June 24th to the 28th of next year. The qualification period started just in September. So September 1st, 2025 to February 28th, 2026. So it's a 6-month contest and must be in the top 30 to qualify. And you want to have 45,000 in net paid commission in your bank account. And you'll be able to make it to this trip. All right. And it is an amazing way for you to not only earn more money in commission, but also you can win these trips that you can take your family on a once in a lifetime vacation, everything paid for. All right. So it is worth it. And once you go one time, you can never look back. All right. And, shout out to Bo and Stefan. They're going to be going to Iceland with us, with Americo. Look at the Northern Lights. And this is how you build relationships and have a chance to really experience once in a lifetime things. Okay. Okay, Ignite. Ignite is our next conference, and it is happening in Dallas, Texas. If you have not gotten the ticket yet, I highly recommend you to do so. These events that takes your business to the next level. The ticket is usually $299. I purchased a 30 ticket package to give you a discount, so it's almost half off, $159. And this is the Venmo code that you can actually scan your phone with, or you can just Zelle me at my cell phone number, as you can see right there. And if you send me the money, I'll go ahead and reserve that ticket for you, and we'll love to see you there. All right. And wow, Nora Formento is our newest team leader. And she is, by the way, a top producer, nationally recognized top producer. And she is an integral part of Jericho and Ginah Del Rosario agency. And so proud of you, Nora. And I think now Nora and her husband Bing, who is a very famous, he was a reporter as well in the Philippines, and he's also joining and helping Nora with this business. So very excited for you. Congrats. And agency owners, we have Jericho and Ginah Del Rosario of Las Vegas. They've been building an amazing team, and now they have agency among 6 different states. It is very exciting, and they have actually I think they have their grandson who's 18 just passed the exam and got licensed. So talk about legacy, building a legacy and passing it down. So they're really wanting to build that agency for their family, and I'm really excited to interview them later on the call. And then newly onboarded agents of the week. So these are the newest agents who joined Symmetry Financial Group. So we have Stephen Brenna's agency, Lucas Sloan. We love Lucas, you right? And Lucas is direct to Stephen Brenna's. Frank Brenna's agency, we have Joanne Ryan, direct to Frank Brenna's himself. And in the Crew Peterson agency, we have Matthew Stacy, who's direct to Crew Peterson. And then in the Landry Peterson agency, we have 2, David Meckel Moore, direct to Landry Peterson. And if I remember correctly, he's out of Alabama. And then Adam Johnson is direct to Drake Stratton. I saw Adam contribute a lot on the WhatsApp group. And then Del Rosario agency, look at this, 4 new recruits. Erlinda Santiago, direct to Jericho Del Rosario. And then we have Wilbert Epps. I think he goes by Billy Epps, direct to Cheryl Epps. He is Cheryl's husband, joining her team. Abdul Reed, direct to Rikal Reed. And then we have Stephanie Tai, who actually showed up on the Arizona boot camp this past weekend, direct to Lisbeth Tupo. So that is incredible. Welcome to the team. And first time writers of the week. These agents are who wrote their first application joining Symmetry. We have Jason Arce in the Del Rosario agency, Tina Pham in the Peterson agency, Jacqueline Brown in the Landry Peterson agency, and Joshua Ballers in the Crew Peterson agency. And congratulations on your first app. Because you wrote one application for the first time, you get to be on the new writer spin the wheel. And Amanda is going to be spinning it for us to see who's going to win the $50 lead credit. Oh, Jacqueline Brown. So Jacqueline Brown, congratulations to you. We're going to go ahead and get that $50 lead credit deposited into your opt so you can purchase the leads right away. Congrats. Okay, so top 5 agents of the week. Agents of the day. I'm going to go over this real quick, give the people some shout outs. They work hard every day to protect families. So we have Tyson Ives, Bo Hirschfield, Blake Olson, Stephen Connors, and Stephen Brenna, 6941, number 1. And September 23rd, we have Israel Salinas, Ryan Hilliard, Charles Malone, Liz Tupo, and myself, 10,128. It was a client that I helped many years ago, and they reached out and wanted to upgrade. So that's what happened. And then September 24th, we have Marco Scolari, Nora Formento, Jason RC, Thomas Prowse, and number 1 was Liz Tupo. And September 25th, we have Annabelle Hazelton, Erin Callahan, Eva Colson, Charles Malone, and number 1, wow, For the day, Jason Powers, 13,728. That's a massive day. Congrats. And September 26th, we have Bo Hirschfield, Ryan Hilliard, Millie Stewart, Jessica Jackson, and number one was our newest team leader, Nora Formento, with 5,330 APV. And September 27th, we have Stefan Brennis, Ryan Hilliard, Drake Stratton, Esther Ojo, and number one, Bo Hirschfield with 11,410. Great day. And September 28th, we have Stephen Connors, Nora Fermento, Veronica Sanchez, Erica Laughlin, and number one was Bernadette Eusebio, accountant on the Jericho and Ginah Del Rosario team, and the 3,048 on a Sunday. What a great day. Congrats to you guys. So talking about Weekend Warrior, so agents who submitted business on Saturday and Sunday, your name goes on the spin the wheel and you get a $50 lead credit that you can use it for your lead purchase. So let's go ahead and spin that.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, who is that?
Nora.
Oh, is it? Okay. So Nora Fermento, you got a $50 lead credit that you can use for your lead purchase. Congratulations, Nora. We'll go ahead and get that deposited into your account. And yeah, let's go over some base shop numbers. I know Crew is at the hospital with the baby appointment, so we're gonna have Landry Peterson to go over this. And Landry, could you go over this for us real quick?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so Joshua Ballers had a one app for 407 APV in the Crew Peterson agency. And then my agency, we had Tina Pham wrote her first app, and she's a new writer. Olga wrote an app. Jacqueline Brown, first time writer as well. Nayeli wrote one app for 390 APV. Drake Stratton wrote an app for 908 APV. Marco Scolari, 1100 APV, two apps. Stephen Connors, 3000 APV, one app. That was an IUL that he wrote. And then Thomas Sprouse with 3240 APV and three apps. And one of them was getting to the conference in Arizona and pulling out the laptop and writing his first app on a lead, right, Thomas?
That is correct. Off of a 9 a.m. appointment Saturday morning, first lead application process. That's pretty cool.
Yep. So yeah, congrats everybody.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Closing your first lead sale is a huge milestone. So congrats, Thomas. And Stefan Brennis, Agency Base Shop. Stefan, would you be able to go over this for us?
Sure, absolutely. I love seeing other people on there, so that's great. Shout out to Lucas Sloan for writing his first app. We're going to see, I hope to see many of those applications, so 63. And then Israel Salinas, who is out of Texas. He's direct to Henry Lamb, 2,647. And then myself with 4 applications. So, all
Awesome.
right. Good job, team. I want to see everyone on there.
Yeah,
Keep it up.
let's go. Let's go get a life agency. And Kim Agency Base Shop, we had Tyson Ives, 4,193 application. That's a great week, Tyson. Congrats. And myself, it says 8,000, but I think it was like 10,000 APV. So 12,000 for the week, 2 unique writers and 5 applications. And Stefan, could you go over Bo Hirschfield's number as well?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, bro's crushing it here.
Yeah.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 writers, I believe. So Cynthia LeBlanc at 123. We got Erica Laughlin at 238 for one app. Rose Paul Vincent at 693. Adrian Coles at 725. Chris Trella, 901. And Erin Callahan, who is she's coming in hot. She's at 2,064. Blake Olson at 2,220 with 2 apps. And then Mr. Bo Hirschfield at 4,778 with 3 apps. And then Jason Powers. That's capped out. That's capped, 7,500. It's actually over 13,000. So 9 writers, 12 apps for 19,242 APV. Hirschfield agency's on fire.
Yeah,
Crushing
it is. Yeah, that's amazing. And then Del Rosario Agency, This is the first time that because they broke out as an agency owner, they have a separate slide. Okay. So do you see why my number went down so much? Because now Jericho and Ginah has their own agency. But that's the beauty of this business, right? You want to have more agency owners being developed. So Jericho, would you be able to go over this number for us? Or Ginah?
Sure. Let me have my commander in chief speak. Come
Yeah,
on.
awesome.
She didn't want to speak. Okay. First of all, Ginah. Okay. Okay. So Ginah, you got that? Okay. Sorry about the sound system here.
It's okay.
Tell you what.
I think it's the two phones. If you have like two devices on at the same
Yeah.
time, so if you can just turn one off, then yeah, the sound should go away. Yeah.
Wait, but you muted yourself now.
Yeah, Jericho, you're muted. You're muted.
You have to read that.
All right.
Yeah.
Ginah, you need to get rid of that. Okay. So anyways, thank you. First of all, I want to really, first of all, I want to thank you, Pastor Brando, for being one of my best friend that introduced me to you, Sean, because I would not be here right now, and the rest of my team agents that gave me the opportunity to show to them that there is really a very big opportunity for them to change people's lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely,
So,
Jericho. And yeah, we're gonna give you a whole section at the end to talk about your
okay. But
background
first of all,
story. So
I
let's
want
go over the
to,
numbers real
No,
quick.
you're supposed to.
right.
Yeah.
I wanted to congratulate Liz Topo, who is new under, is it
Cheryl.
Just read.
Cheryl, and then Nora Formento, of course, is directly to me, and Ginah has who's Eva?
I don't know.
Okay, Eva Colson. I wanted to
Direct to
congratulate him.
June Ariola.
Oh, June Ariola. Okay, and then of course Annabelle Hazelton. He is the most unstoppable too, like Nora. She is directly to me. Jason RC is under Nora's team, and so is Ricardo Cortez is also under Nora. And then Bernardo Ariola, that's got to be June's
Yeah,
team.
that's June.
Yeah. So I just wanted to thank them because they are very, very hardworking people and very consistent in what they do every day.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, Jericho. Yeah, 21,007 unique writers, 1 new writer, 13 applications. Great job, Del Rosario Agency.
Yes.
And Stefan, would you be able to go over Frank Brenna's agency-based shop for us?
Sure, absolutely. Well, do we have we got Jessica in the house? Jessica Jackson?
Yep, I'm here.
All
Good morning.
right. All right. Go ahead, Gilliard, take it away.
Oh, all right, wonderful. So Frank Brenna's base shop, we've got Charles Malone, Ryan Hilliard, myself, Esther Ojo, Millicent Stewart, Edward Garcia. Quick shout out to him. This guy is proof of why we go to conference. He struggled and struggled. We went to conference. We had this huge talk, came back, and he's just been crushing it, becoming a consistent writer. Super, super proud of him. We've also got Gale Bentivoglio, Kat Cusick, Sherry Fox, and Kanyan Ojo as well. All wrote this past week for a total of 30,873 APV, 10 unique writers, and 25 applications between all of us. Amazing job, everybody. Super proud of you all.
Yeah. Shout out to Frank Brenna's agency base shop, #1 agency base shop for the week. Thanks, Jessica. All right, and let's go over some top 10 APV producers for the week. Look at the list of these people right here. Jessica Jackson, Tyson Ives, Bo Hirschfield, Nora Formento, Ryan Hilliard. Top 5, Jason Powers, myself, Charles Malone, Stefan Brennes, and Liz Tupo. And let's go to top app count producers. So we have Charles Malone with 2 apps, Esther Ojo, Thomas Prouse, Tyson Ives, Bo Hirschfield with 3 applications, Jessica Jackson, Stefan Brennes with 4 applications, Ryan Hilliard with 5 applications, and Gale Bentivoglio and Liz Tapo with 6 applications. Great job, guys. And speaking of Liz, you are a brand new agent to Symmetry, direct to Cheryl on the Jericho and Ginah Del Rosario agency, and you've been absolutely crushing it. And I just wanted to give you a shout out. And would you like to share real quick your experience so far with Symmetry?
Yeah. Yes, thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate the shout out. My experience with Symmetry has been awesome since day one. Since Cheryl and I, we are Medicare brokers, so that's our bread and butter. But I wanted to expand my business, and so I spoke to my partner and one of my best friends, Cheryl, and she told me about you, Sean, and introduced me, and the rest is just history. And so thank you for the opportunity with Symmetry. Onboarding has been seamless, and now I have a teammate, a great friend, and was a client of mine with a different product, final expense product. She's decided to join the journey, and she's Stephanie Tai out of Arizona. So it's been great. We look forward to our success here at Symmetry and plant our flag. Thanks so much.
Oh, absolutely, Liz. And that story was so incredible. Like you said, your newest agent, Stephanie Tai, who actually showed up for the Arizona boot camp. It was such a pleasure meeting her. And so, can you just share briefly about that story? It was so inspiring. So, she was a client of yours, and what happened again?
Yeah, so her father was a client of mine with the Final Expense Company, one of the competitors. And he was a client of mine for about over 5 years, and he recently passed away. Stephanie contacted me. I was able to complete the death claim. And it was just at a right timing that her family, her mother needed that money. And long of the short, they got the money. Stephanie and I reconnected, see what I could do to offer and help continue to protect her family. And we got to talking about the importance and the value of life insurance. And so from that conversation, education started and ignited a fire within her, saying that she never valued how important life insurance was until her mom got that death claim. And from that moment on, the rest is history. She got her license. Within um, a week after that conversation,
Yeah, that's
she
crazy.
got her license. She passed. She called me up. She goes, I passed my test. I'm like, great. We're going to get you, excuse me, we're going to get you onboarded with Symmetry, and got introduced you to her and told her about the boot camp. And here we are.
Yeah, that's incredible, Liz. Not only you
Thank
are
you.
helping clients get protected, but you're also building your team and helping other agents to also add this to increase their income. So congratulations to you.
Thanks so much, Sean, for the
Yeah.
support always.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right. And then let's go over some top agency builders number. So for week 4 of September, team leaders, we had Ashton Hart. Actually, that should be Tanner Redding, Nora Formento, and number 1 was Jason Powers, 10,744 with 5 applications. And in the key leader category, we had Annabelle Hazleton, Henry Lamb, Drake Stratton, Kat Cusick, and we had Jessica Jackson, 14,619 with 8 applications. Awesome, Jessica. And then agency owners, we have Crew Peterson, Landry Peterson, Stefan Brennis, Sean and Amanda Kim, Bo Hirschfield, Jericho and Ginah Del Rosario, and then Frank Brennis Agency, number 1 agency based shop with 30,873 with 25 applications. And top 20 APV producers for the month. So I want to give them a monthly shout out because these are the agents out there helping families every single day. So we have Jeremy Barnes, Mike Vatour, Thomas Prowse, Kurt Stiffel, Sean Kim, Kanye Nojo, Christopher Trella, Jason Powers, Blake Olson, Marco Scolari, top 10, Jessica Jackson, Stephen Connors. I think he's a brand new agent under Landry Peterson Agency. Drake Stratton, Aaron Callahan, Charles Malone, Liz Tapo, Ryan Hilliard, Bo Hirschfield, Nora Formento, and number 1 was Stefan Brennis himself with 37,000 APV. Congrats, everyone. Okay, so now we're gonna turn it to our newest agency owners, Jericho and Ginah Del Rosario. So I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight you guys. Awesome. And let me just tell you something, okay? When I met Jericho for the first time, it's a crazy story. So I get a call from Pastor Brando, who haven't been communicating a lot. He was invited by Jericho to go to a competitor agency, and they drove from Las Vegas all the way to California to look at a corporate overview. And Brando was there and he was not impressed. He's like, you know what, Jericho? Symmetry, I think my company's better. So he reversed recruited Jericho, and Jericho came back to Vegas and met with me. And that was a few years ago. And Jericho and Gina, such a power couple, and they're very influential in the Filipino community as well in Vegas. And just so proud of them. And they're building an amazing agency, and they have key leaders like Annabelle and the team leader like Nora Formento, and it's really growing. So congratulations to you guys. So Jericho and Gina, would you be able to kind of share your background before Symmetry? What did you do before? And then how has it been so far with Symmetry? I think you're muted, Jericho.
Okay, thank you. Sean, before we were actually retired already. Me and Gina was planning to just go travel around pretty much around the world, because Gina has been traveling before I got into this insurance business. She's been traveling with her sisters in the Philippines, in Italy, and other parts. I couldn't fly with her because of the fact that I have a heart aneurysm. But we went at one point, in few instances, we went to the cruise and everything. So we enjoyed after I retired in the military in 2016. And so I was having difficulty in adjusting with the society because I was having this warrior mentality. So if I don't see people do things right, I correct them on the spot. Okay. So Gina really helped me a lot to relieve my anxiety from PTSD and all that kind of stuff that I developed during my military career. So we decided to cruise around, and she spent a lot of great time with the family. I spent time also with our family, with our two lovely daughters, who is in Kansas, in Colorado. And so until at one point, we start talking about what else can we do to change people's lives, okay? So Gina knows of all the years when I was in the military, I've been a dedicated volunteer. I worked even though I was a 24/7 soldier in the military, whether if I'm in Afghanistan, Korea, Qatar, any places in Saudi Arabia, to include Kuwait. I've been doing a lot of volunteer work because that's my passion. It's because I keep praying to God that I should be able to be thankful every day that I'm still alive and well while I was in this hardcore deployments, 9 deployments. So it's been my passion even right now. I always feed the homeless every day, pretty much 6 to 7 times a day. Every time I'm done with my meeting, with meeting people and everything. So I always bring my extra clothes in the car. So we decided, me and Gina, maybe we should start looking into the insurance. And that's funny that you said when I was trying to steal my upline, which is Brando, because I was in that insurance agency. My team was growing in the other insurance agency, but I was not realizing that when Brando found out that I did not earn any single penny, because all of the people that became senior vice president through me from other insurance agency, when we went to Napa Valley, that was my last convention in 2022. That was the time that I brought Brando with me because he was willing to quit Symmetry. Okay, and you know what? You know what, Sean? He brought 9 policies. He told me, "Okay, Jericho, I believe in you. I'm gonna bring these 9 policies. because the CEO is a good friend of mine for so many years. What a coincidence. I didn't know. And the CEO of that insurance company uh, is so anxious. Who is this guy? I didn't want to mention because I want to give a big surprise. So I finally brought him there, introduced him, and that's when Brando was discouraged because I was after the day of that convention. We were talking about where are my 1099 since 2018, especially with people that went above me that became senior vice president. So I started to become so discouraged, so disappointed, but I kept my cool. I didn't want to insult them or anything like that. And so, but Brando can read my mind that I was so frustrated with all the hard work that I put together for the people that became successful above me, that became senior vice president. It's just like these people are just, how could they do this? How could they allow this to connect with the high ranking people? So, I have to start all over again. And this is good for the agents. Don't ever give up because there's always something greener than grass. Okay. So, so
Yeah. I mean,
that's what
I
I did.
remember Jericho, you told me that so people to understand, 2018 he joined this practice company and he brought in hundreds of agents in this company and one of them became a senior vice president in that company and Jericho made $0.
Yes.
So think about that, guys. All the business was stolen and all the agents were direct to Jericho's upline. Jericho didn't make any money talking about having no integrity there, right? So he didn't make any money. Ginah thought insurance was scam because of the experience at the time. And when they met with me, I was like, wow. And I could tell they were very guarded because I could tell like they had a bad experience with the previous company. So yeah, Jericho. So and then share a little bit about this.
Yeah.
After you joined this company, what has been the biggest difference so far from the previous company that you work with versus?
It's definitely a big difference. Number one, I can see the positivity of your aura. Should
Mm.
I say it's aura? I have a good aura with you. Okay. So before I met you, I told Brando
No more.
when we went driving back to San Jose, California, and this is really very funny situation, but it's really true. Brando wants me. He keeps looking at me while I'm driving. Jericho, do you want me to take? Do you want to take a break? I'll drive because you look very upset. Yes, I am, but I have to move on because and besides, you mentioned about that this guy, this Korean guy. I want to meet him. I want to meet this guy right now. How about tomorrow? Because right now it's Saturday. Let's meet him on Monday. So that's what we did. That's how I met you, Sean.
Mm.
So when I met you, you seem to be very open-minded person. You are willing to accommodate people, and that's the time you explained to me about this symmetry company, how amazing it is, and you told me your personal life that you started as a pre-med doctor,
Mm.
okay? And so I was really inspired by what you are saying. You are the first thing I noticed with you, you're very kind, humble, and very intellectual. I can relate into what you are into. So I know you are very successful. So I thought this might be a good try for me to start. And Gina was there, if you remember, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And so that's the time me and Gina started to sign up. I signed up immediately, if you
Yeah.
notice, the same day,
Yeah.
right? So I told Brando, I want to sign in. Okay, I want to try again. I want to start all over again. Okay, and this is good for my agents. Don't be discouraged if you had some failures in your previous agency. You want to quit the insurance company because that happened to me a few times already. So what happened is I sign up and then I ask you your advice. What kind of business card, what title should I put? And so they said, oh, you can just put agency, producer, whatever. So I had in my mind, I tell you what, Sean, I'm gonna put here that I'm an agent broker.
Mhm.
And I did. I still have my card. I never changed the title because in my mind, it's already instilled into my mind.
That's
I'm
what I
not gonna
want.
allow myself for a long time to be a sales agent, a life insurance agent. I want to be a broker because that's how far I can go, at least. So I did that. And so as last year, I started to talk to a lot of people. We go to different gatherings, social gatherings, karaoke parties, anniversary. They wanted me to sing for them. So I gave my time to sing for them. But every time I do that, I don't immediately let them know that I'm a life agent
Mm,
until we get into a personal conversation. So
mm,
the most important thing in this business, you got to establish rapport. You got to find out what the qualities of this person is, what does she do, and everything. That's the time I can connect what I do because eventually they will ask you, "What about you, Jericho? What do you do?" So I said, I'm already a retired military, but I have my own business. Oh, what kind of business? So I mentioned about anything from health and wellness that is amazing, affordable from Korea, the atomy. I started that, and then I went to the crypto thing, and then I went to the life insurance. So, oh, Jericho, that's you. You do a lot of things. I never seen anybody who does everything, and then you also volunteer and feed the homeless. So that's how you build a rapport with people,
mm.
because when they are very comfortable in your conversation, that's the time they will build trust on you.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for sharing that,
Well
Jericho.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well said. And Gina, let me
Yeah.
say this. Jericho is incredible, but without Ginah Del Rosario, there's no Jericho Del Rosario,
She's the
okay?
next.
She's the neck,
Thank you.
okay?
Jericho's the
Jericho's the head, Gina's the
the
neck,
neck.
okay? And such a power couple. And I just love like Gina more and more got engaged with our company. And as you can see, there's more leaders growing and the team is growing. And I'm just so happy for you. So Gina, tell me a little bit about like what would you like for this business to do for you? And your grandson just got licensed, right? And what are you excited about for the future with this company?
I
Yeah,
don't
Gina,
know.
I want to hear from you.
She,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know why
Gina.
she's looking at me.
I just want to go on vacation, I guess.
That's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let me tell you this. She's very bashful right now. I'll tell you this. That's why I'm not prepared right now.
But you're
You
doing
know,
great.
Yeah,
I
you're doing
hate
great.
being interviewed,
Yeah.
especially I hope you don't have paparazzi there. But I'm always inspired by you guys, especially with Stephen Brennis
Definitely.
and
Stefan
Frank
Brennis.
Brennis.
Okay.
These two brothers are amazing. I wish I have a brother like that,
Right?
because my brother is supporting another, another agency, but it's okay. I have to move on with life, right? Uh, a lot of people they're different. But one thing about Gina is she goes on her own schedule to meet other people.
Mhm.
I know she's always being contacted by Nora to invite to join with the parties.
They're BFF.
Uh,
That's good.
I think
let me
Stefan,
see
you're
where
sharing
are
the
you?
screen, I think, Stefan.
Okay, so at any rate, and last night I arrived
Sorry.
earlier at
Okay.
past 12 midnight after I came from the gym, but Gina was still with the people, just normal social gathering. She was invited for dinner, and it's okay if I was not included because sometimes we have to go on our own ways to
Mm,
to to talk to people. You got
yeah,
to talk to people every day, Sean. And
yeah,
I think she did a wonderful job in helping people as well, explaining about the life insurance and everything like that,
yeah,
about
absolutely.
anything that would change their lives, that they can start being practical into their mind. You have to have a policy, no matter how cheap is the policy, as long as you have that living benefits. That's so important in their life.
Yeah, and Jericho, to wrap this up, I think building a legacy and you worked in the military for a very long time. You're a veteran,
Yeah.
and then you feed the homeless every day. Now, I feel like this business is gonna build that legacy for you where you can pass it down to your family, something that you're gonna pass down as a passive income. So, why is that important to you?
It's important for me because I want to continue to build a very good foundation, a good legacy for my family. That's why I was propping my high school grandson
His college.
that just recently graduated.
Mhm.
And then after I told him, even before he graduated high school, I told him I gotta have somebody that needs to take over in case if I cannot do this anymore
Mhm.
because of my health condition. So I have to prepare, I have to plan something for my family,
Mhm.
because once I get into the maximum level of like you are, once if I get that, it will benefit to all of my family and to any other younger generations, even to their kids, to my grandsons' kids in the future.
Yes.
Because this is something a solid foundation that you have to teach the young kids now. And I'm
Mm.
so happy that he passed the course, he passed the state license, and
In law school.
and he at the same time he's this is his first year college to go to law school. So I
Mm.
gave all my GI Bill education for him. In
Mhm.
return, he wanted to show me that
He appreciated.
that he appreciate
Mm.
that I gave him an opportunity to take over my spot in case if I just wanted to just relax and continue
Yeah.
retire and,
Oh.
and
Yeah,
move
that's
on.
amazing. That's amazing, Jericho. And yeah, I would love for you to shout out the key leader, Annabelle, and team leader, Nora,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all the team, because you have quite a
absolutely.
lot of agents on this call who's part of your agency. So
I
yeah,
do.
show them some
First
love.
of First of all, I can't wait to meet Liz
Yeah.
DePaul, okay, from Arizona. I wish I could go there right now to Arizona, especially
No,
what
actually,
happened
she's in
to.
Reno. She's in Reno right now.
It's in Reno.
Oh, she's in Reno. I told you told me in
No,
Arizona.
she went to
Oh,
Arizona.
she went to Arizona. Okay, my bad. Okay, so there I can't wait to meet Liz DePaul. And Liz, thank you for uh giving us the opportunity to get to know you. I wanted to get to know you better. If you go to Las Vegas, we'll take care of you as far as the 3 nights accommodation in the hotel. I don't own the casino, but that's one of my compliments for starting with helping with Cheryl. Is it Cheryl?
Yeah,
Cheryl.
sure.
Sherry apps. Yeah. So that this
Annabelle
I would like to
and
get to know you, and then of course I would like to thank also first of all Brando, because Brando without my upline I will not be able to be here right now. I will not be able to meet you, Sean, and I
Mhm.
will not be able to build my team. So I want to thank also Nora Formento and Annabelle Hazelton, because they are very hardworking people. They are unstoppable. These are the people that are not afraid to talk to people every day. I
helping
think
you.
I think they got contagious from me,
Yeah.
So that's the way how to do it. I want to thank also, I see a lot of uh, familiar faces also, especially in the Zoom. I see Bernadette Eusebio. I see Pauline Cruz. I see pretty much I want to
Gladys. Yeah.
also who started this to make me grow in my team, who helped me in my team since in Landeros. Okay. We have Luz Dapat, we have my goddaughter Ruchi
Mhm.
Barcelona. She went to our convention, and her new friend, which is Joe Jill. So I wish them all the luck as far as continuing this opportunity, and they're in Washington right now. I want to thank also Ligaya and Sherry Apps, Linda Santiago, and who else?
Nora,
Of course,
Sean and Amanda.
you, Sean and Amanda. I want to
you
thank
should.
you. Congratulations
Okay.
being a new senior vice president. Someday I will get there too. Okay,
Yeah, you will.
just a matter of time,
Yes.
because the key to this success, you have to be proactive in your daily life. And I like the program that Amanda introducing, the 60-day challenge, because it gives me back now the motivation that I should balance everything in life. You know, you got to stay healthy, be emotionally fit, physically fit, mentally fit, and that's a part of your daily life.
Thank you.
Okay, it's not all about making money. So, but I will not stop from here. Now that I am a brand new agency owner, me and Ginah, my next step is to help Nora get to become an agency owner. So as Annabelle Hazelton, because Annabelle has a lot of people. She was already neck to neck with me. I told her, Annabelle, don't call me as your upline. I'm your co-upline. What are you talking about? So I really hope that she will pursue this because this will be beneficial for her and so as Nora. And then I will help the rest of their team to grow bigger, and it's going to be much better than ever before.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's well said, Jericho. Yeah, just congratulations again to you and Ginah. Looking forward
Thank
to
you.
building an amazing agency and helping your leaders to rise to the top. All right, so we're going to wrap up the call, but I just wanted you guys to take some inspirations from this. Jericho's retired, Ginah's retired, and they're building an agency and a legacy, right? You can do this business when you are 60, 70, 80 years old. You can do this when you're in your 18, 20, 25, 30 years old. There's no age limit in this business. So, what are you doing today to take the next step to build your business and build your legacy? I'm going to leave you at that. And I hope you have a wonderful week. And we only have 3 months left, guys. 3 months left in the year. Can you believe that? Time goes super fast. Let's help more families and let's have a wonderful rest of the year. Okay. Have a good rest of your day. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sean and Amanda. Thank you, everybody. Yeah.